Hello friend, it's Stephanie. I am coming on here to do a little product review as well as a quick little tutorial. I'm going to show you how to cover this up with one product. Okay, I lied. Two products because I'm going to use a primer first. So as you can see, my skin looks absolutely terrible. So what I'm going to show you and talk about is the Sweet Leilani Skin Cover Foundation. I'm going to show you how to use just this one product to spot cover as well as even out the rest of my complexion at the same time. So if you're someone that just likes to grab this to just kind of touch up little places every once in a while, but your skin's you're feeling a little less confident about it, then I'm going to show you how you can use just this to do the rest of it without it feeling really heavy. Because if you've tried this before, it is very thick. It is skin cover foundation. This stuff can cover tattoos. So I'm going to start by putting on primer. This is the Island Paradise Primer. And so something with Sweet Leilani Cosmetics, all of the products are infused with green tea extract, rosehip extract, and grapeseed extract. So not only is it super pigmented and offer a lot of coverage, but it actually has healing ingredients that are going to help with inflammation. It's good for rosacea. It's good for eczema. It's good for all sorts of skin conditions. It's going to help heal your acne. And I know this for a fact because that is what I did back when my skin was just absolutely the worst all the time. This is the worst that I have seen it in probably a couple of years. I don't know what happened. I think it was like a big stress moment. So we are going to take care of this. Usually I use my tinted moisturizer every day, but I've decided to try just using one product. So if I use my tinted moisturizer, I also need something else to spot cover and then use my tinted moisturizer on top, or vice versa. Know what I mean? Either way, I was still using more than one product. So I decided to try just one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually scrape this out and I'm going to put it on my hand. And I'm just going to let the product warm up a little bit. And so there's a couple options for brushes. I'm really obsessed with this Sappho brush. It's like this little buffing brush, and you can just kind of like buff it right in. Sweet Leilani has this brush. I find that it's really great for the Prep Prime and Powder foundation, the liquid foundation. You could also apply your tinted moisturizer with it. I tend to just use my fingers and put it on like a moisturizer, or just a very thin layer. This one, I feel like it might just be too soft, so I'm going to try it. I'm going to see what it looks like. But this brush is just, it's super like tight together, and it just really works so well. This Skin Cover Foundation is pretty much waterproof once you've set it with powder. So putting a little bit on, set it with some powder, it's not going to move. This is something I use on all of my bridal clients because it just stays. It stays so well. So I'm just going to take some here and cover all these nasty looking little spots. And then I'm going to go in with this brush. I'm just going to buff it right into my skin. You never want to rub it around. So you want to try and buff it the best that you can. So you don't want to start moving the product out of where you want to put it. And I'm using the shade Sunrise in case you're wondering. This is really weird doing it in front of my camera instead of a mirror. I really should have grabbed my mirror too. So you can see how well that tiny little bit actually covers. So we're just tapping it in and blending it. Okay, so you can see it's not going to cover texture. These are raised, so you're still going to see a little bit of that, and there's really not much you can do about that, to be honest. And you know what? Just get over it. It's fine. As long as there's no like redness and it doesn't look as gross anymore, then you're good. So then what I'm going to do next, just going to go with my finger again. Like this is literally all I'm putting on it. And then I kind of just like dab a little bit. So I'm just going to start kind of dabbing around kind of everywhere else that I hadn't gone yet. And just in like a smaller section. I'm going to try with this brush and just kind of go in, and now we're just going to buff it in. And so because we're warming the product up, it's going to move a lot easier. And this one you can actually move it around because we're not trying to cover specific spots. So we can just try to buff it right into your skin. And so this brush has bamboo. It's made of bamboo, so it's very eco-friendly. Okay, so we can see that buffing in, that brush actually does kind of work well when you use the right technique. Okay, and there we have it. So I used one product to do that, and then I used a primer on top. Now what you can do on top of this is to use a setting powder. So something just to set everything in so that it doesn't move. So I guess technically we're at 3 products, but it could have been 4. I could have used another one. So I've just tried to eliminate one product so that we can try and make our makeup routines a little less complicated, a little more simple. This may have taken a little bit longer than doing it my other way, but if you're only wanting to buy the least amount of products, then this is a really good way to do it. So Sweet Leilani Cosmetics, they're a local brand in the Vancouver, BC area. And all of their products, they've got eco-friendly packaging. This is like a soy ink base. So everything is very, very eco-friendly. It's vegan, cruelty-free, toxin-free, fragrance-free, paraben-free, and gluten-free. So if you're gluten sensitive, then this is a great line for you to try. All of the ingredients are also completely ethically sourced. So we go all the way down the entire supply chain, not just the final product, but we go through the entire supply chain, which not a lot of brands can say they do that. So they really dig into who their suppliers are and make sure that everything is ethically sourced along the whole way. So I hope that this video helped you. Please let me know your thoughts, and until next time.